Sports to the bone, family. Greetings, 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 my people. I am a couple of minutes late, but I am here nonetheless. Yeah, man. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for waiting. Sorry that I was unable to make it exactly at 7, but we're here. 4 minutes past 7, we're here. Gonna spend the next hour taking a look at some West Indies stuff. Yes. Um, Not sure how many of you saw the video that I did earlier, or if you got a chance to see the game that we played this morning, right? The Nepal team getting the better of the West Indies team. Yes, my viewers and subscribers. They actually won that game by think it's 4 wickets. Yeah, man, 4 wickets. So we scored over 200 runs, but we were unable to defend it. You know, I want to say a shout out to all of the cricketers, all of the supporters from Nepal. You know, they actually support West Indies cricket. You know, the majority of them is West Indies is their team. It's just that their country sort of start, coming forward now. So wants them enough respect to them. So I'm going to just quickly go through our top scorers and our bowlers, and then we just go into it because I'm assuming most people would have seen the results by now. So we batted first and scored 204 for 5, and in that we had Ruston Chase getting 74 off 46, Alec Arthur is 47 off 25, Casey Carty 38 off 26. So those were the main contributors with the bat. Now, when it was time for us to bowl, it was Matthew Ford. He got 2 for 49. He was supported by Obed McCoy, who got 2 for 34. Both of them bowled 4 overs, and Kimo Paul picked up 1 for 27 off his 2 overs. So that's how it went for us, and I think there was a run out. So yeah, man. So they won the game there by 4 wickets. So congratulations to them. And we look forward to the next T20 game. We are definitely going for the victory in that one. All right, so I'm going to be spending the rest of the time going through the comment section. I am going to be reading, I am going to be going through and reading all your comments. So whatever you have to say where this first game is concerned, whatever you have to say about our squad that is there, the West Indies World Cup squad that is expected to be announced pretty soon, you can go ahead and type that, and I'll do my best to try and read them. Right, but I just saw the things that my viewers and subscribers, we definitely wanted a victory, but two teams went out there. One probably wanted it more, and as a result, they left with it. Funny enough, I think even their top player wasn't there. I don't what's his name again? I think it's Sandeep Lamashani. He is usually very good on the T20 at the T20 games. All right. Ashanti Mr. Lover says, if we can't beat Nepal, how are we going to win the World Cup? Well, I guess people would say that it's not going to be the same squad, but I already said that even though we know that some of these guys, they are playing cricket and they are all over the place playing T20. That's Nepal people. We still have enough established players in that squad that it wouldn't be unfair to say that we should have walked away with a victory. But, they are putting in the work. They are investing in their cricket. So, that's how it works. That's just how it goes. OJ says batting has gone to another level in 2024. The most important asset is bowling, which is why Powell was begging Narayan to consider playing. West Indies better not pick weak all-rounder bowling options. All right. See more 200 plus scores in the IPL only halfway through the tournament than in my whole life. Yeah, man. I haven't watched most of the games in their entirety, but quite a few over 200 plus, as I said. Whole heap of runs scoring, man. Ton load of runs. West Indies then play in Trinidad and Guyana and pick all spinners. All right, Nepal crowd 300 times more than what we get at home. Yeah, man, they're investing in the cricket, and cricket is growing over there. You know, cricket is growing over there. They are investing in it, building up stadiums and all of that. So you can understand, you know. Nepal came to play. Yes, they did. I love One Love. What I know. I love and was surprised by the crowd in Nepal. All right, that's Mr. Lover there. I hope this further helps to dismantle the false narrative that ICC hasn't done good work in developing nations. So what I say, ICC need to take the credit for this, or should we say it's a case of their own, people from their place seeing what T20 cricket is doing, and starting to invest in it. Or you say, what you say, give ICC their shout out. I don't know still. I don't know. I don't know if we can just give that to ICC, because we still know that the cake isn't being shared fairly. But probably I don't know if they are doing anything promotional wise, or if they are even sending anything there to help. But with how fast it's growing there and the amount of investment that is being made, I doubt ICC is the one that can get majority of the credit. You understand? To how fast it is growing and the amount of investment that is happening, ICC probably would have to go through a lot of jump through a lot of hoops to get so much things done that quickly. I hear you still. I've not seen any on that side that is standing out. I'm not seeing anyone on that side. Well, probably our team just not good then. Is it just me that find the consistent 240 plus scores in IPL boring? Like, what's the point of a cricket match? The game isn't balanced. I don't want to watch a T10 watch for 20 whole overs. Yeah, I mean, I don't, as I said earlier, I don't get a chance to watch most of the games, but really feel it for the bowlers. You feel it for the bowlers. It's just that they know that people paying to come and see sixes and fours and stuff like that, and that is what sells. But at some point, it going to get to the bowlers, man. It must get to the bowlers, providing these flat pitches and these sharp boundaries. Good to see Rastan Chase performing, since he'll probably be in the World Cup squad. Yeah, man, good to see him getting some runs. OJ, that's not a false narrative. ICC cares nothing about nations not named India, Australia, and England. Just 4 years ago, I think Ryan Burrell had to beg people online for good shoes to wear. All right. Sandeep is doing 8+ year for. Say, I didn't even know that you say it, Know that you said that, I remember. I didn't even remember that this was him, I remember that there was an investigation about this. I didn't even realize that it was Sandeep Lamashani. I didn't even realize. What you say? Yeah, 8 years. Jaja, rough. Well, I wouldn't even say it rough, because if it is indeed true and he's guilty, I'll stay in it for the rest of my life. So I wouldn't even say it rough, Bless up, Nelson, bless up. Paul needs to lead from the front like Matthew, and stop begging people to play. What kind of message he and Sammy sending? A Netherlands player had to beg online for gear for a World Cup. I think those Nepal people more than likely develop the game over there, because they are surrounded by it and watch that. Exactly. I remember doing a story where the guy from Netherlands it was probably 3 years ago. The guy from Netherlands came out and he was showing the shoes that they had that they were playing in and stuff like that. Supernova, you have been with the platform for a while now, so you probably remember that video where I screenshot a couple of photos with the guy. And I think I even played the video with him in the dressing room talking about it. Our bowling is weak. We should have defended the score. However, I hope we do better in the next game. What's your honest opinion on that final over today? So this is my thing, Dennis. I didn't see it. That is one thing with me. I'm not going to come on and pretend as if I saw it. when I watch it and watch the game, I can really come and give um, in-depth analysis, but I didn't see it. The first 3 overs, I was actually trying to stay up. So I was in the living room watching a movie and waiting. Fell asleep and woke up like a few minutes to 2 or something like that. And when I was there, just hanging around until I only survived like 3 overs of us batting, and then I was gone for the rest of the morning. So I didn't see it. The report that I did this morning, I was just reading off the scorecard. I didn't see it, in all honesty. Sort of tough to stay up and watch it. After coming in from work and thing. But bowlers are being discouraged by their consistent flat pitches. Apart from Bumrah, who is just built different. Hail up Sports to the Bone. With no disrespect to anyone, but you see the logics for my recent post where I said that I don't believe the strike rate thing versus strike rate today 260. Yeah, Anthony, and I agree. I agree. My good friend Mac, I think it was, that was talking about the strike rate. I don't know if he's going to agree, because he's the one that said that a couple of the guys that have been in successful T20 team series for us shouldn't be playing, but people like Sunil Ambu should be playing. So I want him to come on. So I'm not sure if he's gonna agree, but of course I agree with you. If you face especially if it's not needed at that time, if you face 4 or 5 deliveries and hit a couple of 6 or 4 and get out batting at number 3, 2, 3, that don't make no sense. You understand? Batting at number 3, 4 don't really make a lot of sense. If you're doing that in the latter stages there, that is why I think it was Lara that said that the openers, number 3 and number 4, if you get them striking at high 130s, 140s, it's not too bad. Then the middle to the lower order, if you can get them striking well over 150 going up, that is good. I don't remember if that was the exact number, but yeah, man, anybody would understand that if a man, scoring, bless up, Ricky, bless up. Hope for 41 from 17 today. Playing for Delhi Capitals. Shout out to Shea. Obed look decent. All right. Sports at the Bone, I don't know if you had a chance, but I hope over the weekend you can watch through the CARICOM cricket thing that went on this week. Some very interesting points were made by Holding, Laura, and Sammy. You know that I actually saw it, and I saved the link to my phone and say when I get a chance I go and see if I can go through it. I haven't seen it yet though. In all honesty, I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on it. I've seen like people posting snippets and stuff, but in terms of watching it, I haven't watched it. I know that certain things, Michael Holding said certain things, and generally when Holding speaks, I like to look at it and come and give up my opinion on it. So I will probably try and listen to it. But then again, you know how it go on. Boy, Saturday and Sunday I have to watch football. So I don't know. I'm going to try and see. Is what, about 3 hours? About how long it be? 3 hours? But I try still. King Arthur's Hope, Poor and Powell, Hetmeyer, Russell, Rutherford, Shepherd, Holder, Hussein, Joseph. That's the 2 Josephs, McCoy, Moti, and Chase, says Mr. Lover. All right, boss. Sports Bone, do you have a Discord server yet for the community? Not at all. Where is Mackenzie? Is he injured? I don't think he's injured. He just wasn't selected. Supernova, easy though. No, he's not injured. He's not injured. He just didn't get in. I wonder if you mean Paul van Merkreen from Netherlands. Merkreen from Netherlands. I remember the story around him saying he had to be Uber Eats. Yes. That was the story. I one thing with you, not forget anything, I think Nepal team is better than Bangladesh. Last time you had no idea what this card was. He should made on at least 2 years, but I don't know videos about the app and its purpose. Funny enough, when he mentioned it a couple of years ago, that was the first time I was hearing about it. That was the first time I was hearing about it. I haven't done anything. I haven't even looked into it or anything like that. No man, when I get some time, I probably need to really look into it and see how it works and all of that. That was the first time I was hearing about it. You all see how I program, you know, I just come on and make videos and come off and God, you know. I already spend a lot of time looking at the things that I should be using to better the platform. Yeah, man, you guys right on that. I need to do better, you know. Did you see the news about Michael Holding reacting to some sponsorship problems? No, I haven't seen it. Uh, yeah, man, I think it's even on the CARICOM thing. I think it's even on the West Indies official Facebook page. Yeah. What do you think about the squad to Nepal and why King not in the squad? So Brandon King is injured. Brandon King got injured playing in the 4-day championship for Jamaica. I don't have a bag of problems with it. Probably the only couple of people I would question why they didn't get an opportunity would be Jaja, Kevin Sinclair and Kirk McKenzie. I don't really have a problem with you know. And then again, you know, we see they have a couple of spinners. Joshua Bishop has been doing good. He got the chance. They decided to try with Fabian Allen. Then Raston Chase, who is the captain, is there who bowls half spin. And then Ali Carton is the vice captain. If they need an extra half spinner, they can use him. So I guess if I look into it, I can understand why they didn't go for another specialist spinner. And I guess, you know, them wanting to try and play Kimo Paul as a batsman that will bowl for us is probably why I wouldn't even say that's why Kirk didn't go. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't select him. But Brandon King is definitely injured. I also don't understand the outrage when we get beat by associate teams anymore. The thought of West Indies beating any team non-full member team went out the window in 2022, 2023 World Cup. So I agree. I agree. You know, we all saw what happened there and then. Plus, these guys are playing. Probably they are not in the IPLs and the PSL, or they are not in the CPL and thing, but they are out playing a lot of T20 cricket, man. So you know they are developing their thing. But this a new low for West Indies, bro. Of all the places, Nepal. Imagine if we play Hong Kong or Thailand. I think Nepal is ranked 20th, if I'm not mistaken. I went through the rankings the other day. I think it's Oman and Nepal that are sitting at the bottom. But as you say, teams putting together good players. Good night, Sports Bone. We should not be surprised by Nepal's performance. They have been building their cricket at under 19 level for the past 3 tournaments. Next test play nation, my prediction says King. All right. I think Arthanes will be more beneficial at the top of the order than any of those other batters. You will always get runs from him rather than the hit and miss guys. But I mean, when you're playing at the top, it's almost a hit and miss, yeah, man, for anybody, because it's a power play and you're going to play a bag you're going to be playing a lot of shots, you know. Yeah, man, we lost the game. We lost the game by 4 wickets, man. But Lennox King injured, but played Senior Cup finals. How is that? Right. I can't give a report on that because I didn't see him I didn't see the Senior Cup final. But probably when they were selecting the squad, it was touch and go, so they decided not to pick him. You know. Yeah. We could not defend 204. Supernova, the feels like my ex who forced me to watch a Man U game versus Liverpool, knowing I support Liverpool, though I'm not a football fan. Don't even mention no football, you know, because I waste my time watch Manchester United today and see them draw with Burnley when we should have easily won the game. So not even about that stress me out. The only issue Nepal team have right now, that is their first bowling heading into the World Cup. The only issue Nepal team has right now, that is their first bowling heading into the World Cup. I'm not sure if I understand what you're saying. Isn't the purpose of the A team to invest and develop young players? We need to invest in players like Mackenzie, the talents there, Fletcher, Charles, and the other guys are the past, not the future. Um, you know, I I understand still. I understand what you're saying, but usually with A teams, they usually send one or two senior players. But I think what would make it especially different right now is because they are using this as a thing for the World Cup. They are using this to look at a couple of people for the World Cup. They best play Ali next match. Sports Bone, what's your thoughts on Donovan Bennett as the new JCA president? Do you know of his methods in local Jamaican cricket? I am not Jamaican, but I think it's a right move to get Heaven out. Something was off. So I don't really know a lot about him. But when I used to coach primary school cricket in Jamaica, I used to hear his name a lot. But in terms of the body of work that he has, I can't really speak to it. But based on what they said, it seems as if he has a lot of work under his belt. You understand? Seems as if he made a lot of investment in youth cricket. But in terms of me saying that he was a part of this program, he was a part of this thing that pushed through this group of people, I can't really say that. But to have somebody that understands the game and somebody that is coming from a level where they were working with youth, I would work with that. I would work with that more than anything else. Billy, I even refuse to talk about that man. I refuse to talk about him. You understand? I refuse to talk about that man because it don't make any sense. That let's just say I hope Bennett continue the work that he did at the youth level. You understand? When you work with primary school and high school youngsters and you don't see them you transitioning, then you can understand. You can understand what is missing. These guys sometimes they are quote unquote businessmen that probably have one or two connection with the cricket world, and they get the job to say that they are there to develop to make sure that the organization is governed properly. But none of them don't really know what they are doing. That West Indies A team is a West Indies team. West Indies lose to Nepal. Nepal has been building, but West Indies losing to them shows where we are. John Campbell ban ends in July, August. Does he come back to red ball or do we see him in white ball? Yeah, so John Campbell's tenure, John Campbell's ban, it was reduced by the Court of Arbitration for Sport, as you said. So it's basically going to be like time served, only a couple more months, July, August. So what we'll have to remember is that at the time when he received the ban, he was basically out of the red ball team, wasn't scoring any runs, was on his way back to regional cricket to try and get some runs. A lot of people will say that, listen, he didn't get a fair chance with ODI cricket. So with T20 cricket being the dominant force right now, we could probably see him trying to get a look into in a CPL team. You understand? Jamaica no longer has a CPL team, so I'm assuming that he would have to perform in some T10 or some club cricket and get an opportunity. But to get back to Test cricket, he's at the back of the queue right now. Not saying that we have people dominating there because we're still in search of a opener that we can really rely on, or so he's gonna have to score some runs. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right, so he's saying that the fast bowling needs work on for Nepal. All right, we only have bowling issue right now. Mm-hmm. How can Jamaica continually lose at the 4-day level, be poor in the Super 50 this year, not even have a franchise anymore, and the president has the audacity to run again as president? I tell you, Supernova, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. You understand? But as I said, not a lot of people really care about what's happening in terms of the cricket. Some people just there to know that they are collecting the check. I think we should have carried Django and Da Silva over Charles and Fletcher. I don't see any of those guys getting into a T20 World Cup team right now. So I wouldn't do that because Silva wouldn't be necessary because here I know. If you're looking to try and find somebody for the top order for you're not even going to even look at the keeping because Shea Hope is in the squad. He's a keeper. Nicholas Puren is in the squad. He's a keeper. Those guys are expected to be in the squad. The World Cup squad I'm talking about. So I wouldn't I wouldn't bring him. Django, he's doing well in red ball cricket. I wouldn't bring them over those two in all honesty because those guys they have been producing at the red white ball level. So I wouldn't really bring those guys. I would probably bring probably youngsters, but two other youngsters, but not them. Yeah, man, we lost the game. Jamaica not even interested in hosting any World Cup games. Clearly, it's going the wrong direction. So I hope this Bennett man changes the direction and invests heavily in Jamaica cricket. I hope so. I hope so. He can only invest as much as he's allotted. Not a lot of people will pump their money into something that it doesn't seem as if they will get much return. If they can convince the political side of things to come through, that would be good. To get back cricket fast to that level, we would have to find somebody like, don't know how many of you know Captain Horace Burrell. He died a couple of years ago, but he was the JFF president, the Jamaica Football Federation president for years. When we qualified in '98, he was the president, and that man owned Captain Bakery, so he pumped a lot of his own funding into Reggae Boy, into Jamaica football. Not only at the international, at the senior level, but the club level, the little youngsters playing different leagues. He used to sponsor different leagues, sponsor Premier teams and Premier League teams and stuff like that. So even when there was a shortage of fund coming from the political side, this man had the connection and he had the money to really back and support. So we will need is a lot to go and take. Is a lot to go and take. I am an Aston Villa fan just because of Leon Bailey, and I think we should have beat Chelsea today. I watched that game, I watched the game, and it was their game to win. It was their game to win. You understand? Chelsea scored a couple of goals to tie it up. Jackson, I think it was scored an offside goal in the last minute of stoppage time, and it ended 2-2 because that offside goal didn't come. But what do you think of our one-day international captain batting in the IPL today? Honestly, I didn't see it. I didn't watch the game. Usually on a Saturday with the IPL, I would have the IPL playing on the laptop and I would be watching football on TV. But the problem is the IPL game, my team started, I think the IPL match, the game started, Hope's team was playing 10 o'clock if I'm not mistaken. That is when my game started. So I wasn't even paying attention. I woke up and started watching football from probably after 7 or after 8, come right up until Chelsea just finished playing. So I didn't get a chance to see it, I think Campbell should play ODI and T20. Hope and Chase both look in top form with the bat today. I really wonder who will be in the lead in Sammy's and Paul's mind. That spot in the team, as I said before, I don't think both can play. And I would say the same thing also. I don't think you play the two of them. Brandon King and Fabian Allen will be playing for the new CPL franchise. That's the one over there in Antigua. Nepal win over the West Indies A team shows that in T20 World Cup, the West Indies senior team must not underestimate any team in their group. Sportsbone, can you remember the other teams in our group? So we have Papua New Guinea. Somebody remind me. We have Papua New Guinea. I think we have Afghanistan. And who else we have? Papua New Guinea, West Indies, Afghanistan, if I'm not mistaken. And there's another team that I am not remembering. Is it? I remember. I'm sure somebody go and type it up. Go and put it in the comment section. So by the time I reach there, I will read it. Hope plays as he is the vice captain, so he opens. Chase can play as a spinner. So when you play Chase as a spinner, what you're going to play one specialist spinner, Akil Hussein, and then Chase as the second spinner. All right, I hear you. Supernova, I think for Cornwall, but don't think Sammy go. Let Zari go. Then again, Zari could be captain. All right. Also, Sportsbone was announced that West Indies will play a warm-up game versus Australia and Trinidad before the World Cup starts. I think May 21st. So this will be a good pre-tournament game. I'm going to look into it when I'm finished and see if I can see some more information on it and thing. But it's always good, it's always good. And you can understand that these teams, they usually try and play the home team in warm-up games before, so to see what's going on. So for the Antigua team, has rumors of King Ali and Andrew and a few others I won't mention. All right, Mr. Lover. I just don't know about playing warm-up games on the same Brian Lara Stadium that will be used for the World Cup. Hope they don't mash up the new pitch and outfield. I guess they want to get a feel of it, Look how them spinners go run through West Indies. All right, hey, my brother. Williams, most things going all right, It could be worse. I mean, West Indies lost this morning. Manchester United lost also. But I've had rougher days, You go believe that their part-time spinners will have a field day. All right. So I think I heard Cricket West Indies CEO said yesterday or a day before the World Cup team will be released next week. All right, let's see what they will come with now. What do you think about Hope or Hetty being our opener for the T20 World Cup? I said it earlier. I don't really want to experiment with anything going in. Shea Hope wouldn't be too much of an experiment because he has batted there before. I'm not going to do everything in the world to try and facilitate Hetmeyer. You understand? For years we have been trying to get him to play that role, not even as an opener, but number 3, number 4, has always wanted to be the dasher. So if he has to be in competition with Rutherford, Powell, Russell, Shepherd, so be it. You understand? I'm not going into the World Cup with something that's not proven. I'm going to go with my openers. If I lose an opener, then Shea Hope steps up. Anything can happen, and you probably have to use one of them. You can get a vibe and you use one of them, but I'm not going to do it. For years I've been preaching that Hetmeyer and Puran need to be batting 3 and 4 or 4 and 5, batting most of our overs. But you understand, when I look at it on the franchise level, big money is being paid for finishers. So finishers they are, let them compete with the finishers, the other finishers in the team. My son away, but going into the World Cup, I just don't want to do any experiment like that. The recent concluded 2-day CARICOM Regional Cricket Conference, Jamaica cricket situation was not on any topic. Did we have anybody there representing us that really care? That is a problem. I believe Bravo need to train our bowlers in the region to bowl in T20, with the exception of Hussein. West Indies won't have a T20 bowlers. Yeah, the bowling is the problem. But I have always said that a lot of these past cricketers that you hear come out and saying stuff, a lot of them, they won't sign a contract to work with CWI when they are wanted and needed on the franchise scene. You understand? They see it as an opportunity to go and coach at a franchise team for 2 months, 3 months, make millions of dollars, relax, wait on the next season, than working doing this. I mean, us looking at it as fans would say, and being passionate would say why they can't do it. But that why I think even some of who we see are commentators and analysts that we think would be good for West Indies cricket, why you think they're not going to sign it? Why you think they're not going to leave them work and come and work with West Indies? All of them that you're talking about, the front, that is why a lot of them start tone down and talking about players going to play franchise cricket, because a lot of the commentators and analysts that you see all over the world now few years ago when it was mostly the players that franchise teams were after. These guys used to be very hard-headed and saying that how the players must whatever for their country. But you realize that they're more soft spoken now and they are toned down because they are getting the analyst jobs and the commentating jobs. So and as I said, as a passionate fan, I would say that they need to come and help out. But business wise, it makes sense for them. You understand? Especially having gone through some of them 10, 15 years of stressful West Indies cricket. They're not going to give up their franchise thing to come and just look into it if you think I joke, man. Look into it. Will you be watching the women game tomorrow versus Pakistan? The problem is the time that these games are being played. I mean, the women will probably, that game will probably, it probably will go into the morning. So if I can, I will see a little piece. But why I can't, it's sort of tough to watch the ones in the early morning. Only how Allen make the World Cup team is as pure batter. He cannot dislodge Hussein nor Moti. And he doesn't have the workload behind him with the bat to do that right now. You understand? Plus, even over the years when we have seen him batting, it's like for 1 over 2 overs. Very, very rarely do we see him batting more than 2 overs. And if you're going to play him as a pure batsman, then you would be looking at him playing in Russell's spot, Shepherd's spot, because he'd still have to play down the order because the other guys is not. There's no way you put him up the order to bat, going in and the body of work is not behind him. It just wouldn't make much sense. So you'd have to be gambling and putting him and claim that he's a finisher, and then you would be competing with Russell and Shepherd, which wouldn't make any sense because we would have already had a left arm spinner. So I don't see how it would work. Okay, so it's Uganda, New Zealand, Afghanistan. Okay, so those are the teams that I was missing out. All right, Nepal and these associate teams has been playing good cricket. West Indies are in the same level as these teams. All right, New Papua New Guinea and West Indies. All right. I like Carty's cameo today though, but he need to build strike rotation and placement more. I didn't see it, but it was good to see that he was able to score more than a runner ball. I remember the innings that he played against Trinidad and Tobago, but not against for the Trinidad Knight Riders in the CPL. But as of now, I still sticking true to my word. I want to see that man playing Test cricket and developing his ODI skills. That is what I want to see. I am not too hungry about him, but coming in and batting at number 3 in T20 and carrying bats. I'm not too hungry for that. I want him to develop as a good solid batsman. So in the future we can look at Arthanes, Mackenzie, Casey Carty, and whoever the other test players that we have there. That is what I want to see right now. The ending of May we will be playing against South Africa in Jamaica in a 3-match series. All right. Sports to the Bone, kindly enlighten me, but what is the difference in size between the grounds where the IPL are being played and the grounds in the Caribbean? Them man hitting sixes like if the ground's small. A lot of those guys, I won't be able to give you the dimension right now, but for some of those games, the boundary is not all the way back. You understand? Some of the grounds, some of the dimensions, they are not as big as some of the normal cricket grounds. While some of them are pretty huge, some of them not too big, and sometimes based on the pitch that they are playing on, because so sometimes they have 3-4 pitches on the one ground. Sometimes based on the pitch that they are playing on, you probably make one boundary shorter, so it's probably easier to hit sixes to one side. Plus the pitch them probably feel like a piece of cardboard. Ball just drop on and sit up right in position to be hit. I don't know if that makes sense with the dimension, but based on the fact that they have a couple of pitches and some of them, when they move couple squares over, one side becomes smaller and some of them, it's not like a large or some of them ground, Best person to open with King would be Arthenes or Puran. What you saying to me? Also, Sports on the Board, I hope when the squad is announced and right before the World Cup, you have some special in-depth videos about the squads, grounds, etc., and how West Indies should play each team in their group. Once there is time, man, I definitely will do that. Once there is time, not only just videos but live. You know, once we'll do some live show. Once I have the time. And what I am saying is that I should be. Let me see. And I should have some time around about then. You understand when they are announcing, so we can look at stuff like that. But I will do my best. Not only jump on and make video and gone, but actually do some work. You understand and think. Maybe a player will see it and learn something new. Boy, it doesn't seem as if they are seeing anything on here, because no matter how I reach out to these guys on Instagram and Facebook, them not really, them not give me no feature. So you know it go. Justin says, good night. What happened to Carlos Brathwaite? I think he's a commentator now. I guess he plays in the 100 sometimes, but he's mostly commentating. I wonder if Mayer stands a chance to be selected though. I don't know about that. Copa America and the World Cup is in the same month. All right. He not play cricket. As I said, he's mostly doing commentary work. Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley suggested having a mixed gender match, which I would definitely watch, because I know for a fact Haley Matthews would take apart some of our men with ease. I would watch it. I would watch it. The only thing is, the only problem is, and I don't want to sound YouTube don't want to say certain words. I don't want to sound sexist or anything like that. But my only concern would be the ladies rarely face pace bowling at 145, 150. So my concern would be some of these guys bowling to the ladies at that speed. Just looking at it, I don't know if they would say you only bowl at a, but then again you can't instruct a man not to bowl fast, because the same agenda that people want to push, that you shouldn't be sexist, is the same. You going go against it if you tell him not to play at your best against the ladies. So my first concern, just hearing that, would I can't remember if I was ever watching a lady facing 145, 147, 150 clicks. So that is something I would be worried about, What happened to Carlos? Oh, yeah, I think I spoke about that again. It was also announced that May 2nd box office tickets have each ground having a World Cup game in the Caribbean should have like 2K tickets for each month. I really hope they includes the final as well. I haven't seen it. I was planning to let me not say anything. If it work out, you work out. Quick talk. How is everything going? So you guys dismiss my team over there in Nepal, huh? Love to see Haley Matthews versus Alzari. You Supernova getting back slowly. Wonder how air travel. Yeah, a lot was said in the CARICOM conference. They announced the World Cup games we'll have drones, light shows, pyro, fun parks, all sort of things. All heap of excitement there. Airports will be rammed in June. Shore service will be slow for each country. Look at money for airlines. Well, my country miss out on all of that, eh? Busy airports like got 250-seater jets with another one and a 120-seater on the way. Yeah, Mr. Lover work with the airline. So multiple 250 plus scores won't happen in the Caribbean. The pitch is slow with variable bounce by wind factor and quality. Yep, plus Yeah. All pitches are being relayed. All right. For one Antigua, Service Stadium may be a bit more bouncy. What about the St. Lucia? Probably going to get a lot of bounce. Did you see the Nepal crowd? I saw it when I was watching the first set, but a lot of people, on here were actually talking about it. Also, what's your honest thoughts on Chris Gale and Usain Bolt promo? I think it's very smart move ICC part to include a global megastar like him. I just hope rain doesn't ruin some of these matches. Yeah, man. Remember we spoke about this on the last live show that Chris Gale, Usain Bolt, we don't know, well known all over the world. US being host with us. The looking at Usain Bolt, they automatically gonna be interested to see what's going on. We know Chris Gale, as I say, is a mega star known all over the world. So it's good, man. It's good for the business of things. Is Johnson Charles an automatic pick for you? He's in my squad, He's in my squad. I am hoping that he will do some good work on this tour that he's on now. But I have him in the squad, man. I definitely have him in the squad. Carlos Brathwaite is playing T20 cricket in Barbados and is performing very well. What level T20 is it? We are going to win the series. It's just the first game. All right. Salova say it's going to be pace like fire. Carlos just posted a pic up on his Twitter with Eric Ten Hag saying Ten Hag in. For me, I don't see him lasting 2025 Man United as a club. Something rotten, sadly, and he won't survive. So the thing is, where Eric Ten Hag is concerned, my thing, why I'm thinking is probably not going to last. I understand what he's trying to do. He has the brain, but my thing is this: Manchester United brought in a lot of new people with new ideas, and I'm not too sure if their type of system that they're putting in place will line up with what Ten Hag is bringing forth. But then again, if you look at the market, it's not a lot out there. Thomas Tuchel is the I don't know what's going to happen with him at Bayern Munich, but he's there. Not a lot of people rate him. Zinedine Zidane won 4 Champions Leagues, but he's not the most tactical coach in the world. Heard that he's learning English. Not sure if it's to take up that job. There's not a lot of people. Plus, there are some guys in Manchester United squad right now that you just need to get rid of them. You understand? So if you're not bringing in somebody like a Carlo Ancelotti, or it's not a lot of coaches out there. You understand? There's a guy that don't remember his name. There's a young coach that was at Bayern Munich before. I remember if it's Nagelsmann or one of them guys. No, only good coaches know what the right now. Yeah. What do you think about the game? We were talking about it earlier, man. It was, congratulations to your team. You guys were able to chase down 204 and, secured victory. But we spoke about it coming down. We have been talking about it. Also, look how Salah and Klopp were fighting in the sideline today. Not happy ending in the Klopp era. Yeah, I saw one person reviewing it and saying that it seems as if Klopp wanted a hug before Salah went on, but probably Salah wasn't happy because he was on the bench. So, and then again, it could be the case that as a manager, when you want to put on a substitute, you want him to be ready and not taking slow. So maybe he was upset for that. Maybe we see Salah. Maybe we see them cashing in on Salah heading to Saudi Arabia. Who to tell? What do you think about the Champions League returning to cricket? Do you think it will happen? It seems as if it's going to happen. I was going to do a video about it the other day when I saw them talking about it. It seems as if it's going to happen. So let us see. Let us see how it goes. Tuchel is leaving at the end of the season at Bayern Munich. Shouldn't have never fired Nagelsmann. I don't know why they fired him. You understand? I don't know why they fired him at all. But why I say I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember if Bayern Munich put out did Bayern Munich put out something saying that Tuchel is not going to leave. I'm trying to remember. One thing I know for sure is Alonso, who is at Bayern Leverkusen, He's not leaving this year. So all of the teams that the Liverpool and the Bayern Munich and those guys, those are the two teams that he would like, and he would like Real Madrid, but Ancelotti is there still. So I think he has signed another year. So like we see, we got time difference. The World Cup matches are so early, hard to watch in Nepal. Yeah, man, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's difficult. We are going to embarrass and very disappointed this World Cup. I have been watching a lot of teams playing T20, and what I am seeing, any team can bring a big surprise. That yeah, it's true. It was Barca with Xavi. Xavi said he was leaving in Feb, and no suddenly. Yeah, I think it was a couple days ago. Yeah, man. I think today's what? Saturday. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. It came out, came out that they came to an arrangement. But so I don't really rate Tuchel still, but he came to the Premier League and he won a Champions League with Chelsea. So right now, I want something structure. I want good structure in my team, but boy, I would take a title right now and make the structuring come the next 2 years. That is how greedy I am or hungry I am for a title. Apart from West Indies, which team look the most dangerous batting wise? Now South Africa, man, South Africa look dangerous, but the problem is South Africa is a team that once it comes to the knockout stages, they just battle everything. But South Africa is a team that you're probably going to have to worry about. South Africa, quite a few guys there. They have Quinton there. They have Markram. They have Klassen. They have Miller. Plus a couple of guys that I'm not remembering now. South Africa team, good man. If that team click, they can score 200 every game, man. Although a lot of teams can. India, if they get their batting right, I see Sanjay Mandrika. I think I saw selecting a India squad. Didn't have Virat Kohli in there. Even before the IPL, I saw a couple of people saying that Virat and Rohit Sharma shouldn't go to the World Cup. But even if they think Virat is that's the end of him, I don't understand how he would be off to such a good start in an IPL and you would decide not to select him. I mean, there are a lot of youngsters that you want to see play, the Jiswal and you want to see people like Sanju Samson. You want to see they have some young talented players there. But I don't understand in the form that Kohli is in now. How do you leave him? How do you leave Virat? I don't know. How do you leave him? It's tough. How can watching ICC games be tough for Nepal when the ICC scheduled the World Cup just for the subcontinent? I think what he's saying. I think he's probably saying. I think he was talking about us. It's tough for us to watch. I think that's what he was saying. Nepal is India of associate. If I get it, Nepal will win. Yeah, I think he was talking about. So South Africa is the Amazon Warriors of international cricket. You don't want to look so yes. I think Nepal will win against Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. So why don't you say you think they will win against West Indies? You think we're going to be upset? We're not going to be upset because you guys just won against us. You all just won the game. So even though it's a lot of West Indians on here, you can say it. Because we were very sloppy. You guys played good cricket and won. So anything is possible. You understand? Anything is possible. You all can win. But let us see. Let us see how things will work out. But it's going to be very interesting though. A lot of teams out there have a couple of guys that they are doing well. I spoke about South Africa just now. You understand? Australia, we can never count them out. You understand? Going into the last World Cup, I'm not too sure if a lot of people had them winning. I think they okay. Good win in Nepal, but you are gonna relax. Well, boy, let us see. I hope that we can take them in the next game tomorrow. You know, what change would you make for today's game? For me, I would bring in Allen for someone and see where he's at. You see, the problem is I didn't watch the game like that, so it's difficult for me to just one game and just chop out at people. But I go in with my playing 11 that I had from yesterday. You know, my playing 11, I think I had Johnson Charles and Andre Fletcher, Alec Hart and his three, Rastan Chase. I think I had four, five, Kimo Paul, I think six, Fabian Allen, seven. I don't remember all of who I had, but yeah, man. I'm going to go with the team that I named yesterday. That team, you know, yeah, I'm going to go with that team. Good night. And what channel you watch the West Indies A match? I was watching it on on VIP. You can get a VPN and watch it on thing there. I was watching it on VIP box. I check my thing my TV and I didn't see it going on that. But I am to be blamed because all of my thing geared towards football. Is it too late for Fabian Allen, right? What would we be selecting him as? Because he doesn't get in right now over any of the left arm spinners. And I was saying earlier that we can't pick him as a specialist batsman to bat in the top five, and we can't pick him as a finisher because we have Shepherd and Russell to play that role. So, and you know, if you know what, I really and truly need to look into this card that everybody is talking about, you know, to see what it's all about. I really need to look into it. Once I am off this live, I'm going to see if I can look into it and see, because it seems as if it's something that's really beneficial to me, doing cricket and doing the YouTube thing. But I need to look. I am confident West Indies bounce back. All right. Richard, it's being live stream on YouTube, guys. Just search West Indies versus Nepal and will pop up. Okay, so it's live stream. That is good. But what I don't understand is how you all stay up to watch the games. Game starting at 2 coming down. How you all do it? I tried last night. It just I don't know. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock on the weekend. I would try, about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I don't know how you all do. How you all stay up to watch? I can't. I don't know. The time tough, man. The time tough to watch it. But yeah, man. Going in, we definitely need to try and see if we can secure a victory in the next one. I think West Indies will score around 240 plus. I believe yesterday was lucky day for Nepal. Probably this is you being humble. I didn't watch it, so I don't know if it was luck. Richard said we love the game. I mean, I love the game also, but when I stay up to try and watch it, it's tough. It's tough, you know. It's tough. It's tough. I don't know. When I come, don't you all work? And when I come from work in the days and by if I'm staying up by 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, knockout. You know, it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. When I say I'm not staying up to watch West Indies, you're all different though. I would do it. I would try, man. But even Test cricket, the ones the other day we were playing tests and games were starting like 10:30, 11. And I stayed up and watched those watch from 10:30, 11 to like after 12, 1. But when I see when it reached 1, 2 o'clock, I sleeping time, that brother. Also, I think the women are playing tomorrow versus Pakistan. Yeah, man, they're playing their second T20 against Pakistan tomorrow. It's early morning here, 5:40 a.m. All right. I rather watch women. And I think the women will be able to see some of it in like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, if I'm not mistaken. But we're winding down, my people. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. Who will get in the last couple of comments? 1 minute to go. And then we're jumping out of here. You all see my favorite cricketer in the background? You all see my favorite cricketer in the background? There's no way I would put up a little backdrop like this and my favorite cricketer isn't there. Weird, huh? So many world-class cricketers come through West Indies, and the Shatter is my favorite cricketer, eh? Anyway, so what are the predictions for tonight? Who will get the most runs for West Indies, the most wickets for us? We have Nepal supporters on here also. Who will get the most wickets and the most runs for Nepal? Who will get the most wickets and the most runs for Nepal? Who will get the most runs and the most wickets for us? Yes, Vincent rammed in the Shatter, my guy. That I mean, the career didn't go as how we thought, as how the talent that he had. But my cricketer that right now in my community and my old schoolmates, they still call me Ramdin, my guy. That anyway, Sports about the match being streamed on YouTube is in print and not visual. Oh, something with the women's, same thing with the women's match. Okay. But that's why I'm saying I saw a little piece of it on VIP before I drop asleep. Big up Sports to the bone. Blessings, Richard. Blessing. Chase most runs. I don't know, but nobody else. I'm going back. Alec, even though he's at the top and anything can happen, I'm going back Alec to score the most runs. And bowling wise, I think Kemo Paul. I'm going to go with Kemo Paul to pick some wickets. Obed Mackay is a safe bet, but I'm going to go with Kemo Paul to pick up some wickets tonight. Most runs, Fletcher. Most wickets, Mackay. So that's the thing again. Fletcher got off to a good start, and I think he made 13, and then he got run out. Yeah, but I'm going to go with Alec Artanes and Kemo Paul. We're coming to West Indies for a World Cup preparation. Says Crick Talk from Nepal. All right. One thing for sure, we can't go down 2-0 because the cricketing world would laugh at us. Women match is on Willow. Yeah, I don't have Willow at all. Juna from Trinidad and Tobago. Blessings, Juna. Blessings. I don't know if US is blocked, but for sure in the Caribbean, the entire game is available on YouTube. Oh, maybe it's because it's blocked in here. I think we win the next 4, says Richard. All right, we're going to leave it at that. You can see the live play in the match is available. You just have to know where to search. All right, big up yourself. Blessings, blessings. Garnet, my namesake that come on. We're going to leave it right here. So for now, my people, thank you all for the support. I really and truly appreciated it. Tomorrow, I'm not making any promises, but we will see how we can go tomorrow. The wife is not working tomorrow, so I'm going to see if I can sweet her up and see if I can put in another live show tomorrow. So hopefully after the game, I'm going to see if I can sweet her up and get some time away from her and come and talk to you all. But we're going to leave it right here for now. Big up on yourself, stay safe, everybody, and I appreciate you all. I follow you, boy. You doing a good job. Yeah, we're trying. Thank you all for the support. We're going to leave it right here for now. Stay safe and enjoy the rest of the night. Blessings, everybody.